Yo, it's Dirty B from the Bearded Weirdos,
I'm your homie Jay.
the other half of the Bearded Weirdos, and tonight we also got
Skylo Iron Gullet Jenkins
the survivor of the One Chip Challenge.
for an hour.
Oh,
Yeah, he did it for an hour and 35 minutes, bro, without any liquids. He's a god. And we sitting here with...
I think it was an hour and 10 minutes.
Yo, so we sitting here with, in my opinion, the next, or man, fuck the next, the new Pharrell Williams. You know what I'm saying? AKA Taye in this bitch.
I can attest the same. I bought his album already, so like, if you don't have, what was the name of the album? It was like Beautiful Day or something.
No, Operating Optimistic.
Optimistic. Yeah.
Dude, I remember when we did the album review for that, man, I almost dripped a tear when I found out your grandma
I
wasn't
bought
here
it
no more.
during the reaction.
I was like, damn, bro. Like all those fucking voice clips and shit, bro. I was like, damn, son. She seemed like the fucking truth. It crushed me to know that she was passed, man. But how's your year been going so far?
Man, it's been amazing, man. I had my son in June 29th. Had my son, and that was like the most beautiful thing ever.
I've been there. I know, man. I seen the pictures. I was like, oh.
Congrats.
Yeah, so it's lovely, man. Me, him, his mom, and his older brother now. So we just been enjoying ourselves, taking care of ourselves, making sure he's good and he's staying safe out here from COVID. But I ain't gonna lie, everybody was like, a lot of guys was telling me, when you see the birth, don't cry, man. You go try your hardest not to, but it's a beautiful thing, man. When it's your first child.
Because there's a responsibility factor that obviously like it's in your genetics, but then there's something else that they can't equate for, the actual real love that you get. You know what I'm saying? When you're like, oh fuck, that's a chunk of me. You know what I'm saying? This is my protege, my fucking legacy.
Yeah.
Right.
A chip off the old block, as some would say.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
And you know what's an even greater moment in fatherdom? When you start realizing DNA tests for what? I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? When you find out that she loves the same type of, or he loves the same type of music you do. I just got my recent daughter, and she likes electro swing. She likes heavy metal. She likes hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Whenever she hears a beat, she just be like, offbeat as hell, but she be trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? She sees everybody else doing it. She like, and you're like, DNA test for what? I'm an artist, and like 4 weeks ago, my wife passed out with Karina in the room. Karina finds a marker and tattoos her entire face and all down her arm. I'm like, DNA test for what? She woke up looking like she was part of the MS-13.
What? I ready for that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna wake up one day, and out in the living room, there's your kid with a fucking makeshift microphone. You know what I'm saying? Busting a move. So, your last album, the album that we did the review for, was fucking amazing, man. It was such good vibes. Are you currently working on something new?
Yeah, man. I was actually gonna drop an album last month, in November. I was like a little 6-track album just to keep everybody updated.
Yeah, a little EP.
Then I decided, me and my music manager decided to talk it over, and we this is gonna be the first year that I don't drop an album, and it's for better reason. Like when I had my son, that kind of like put a big hold. I want him to get a little bit older, at least about 6 months before I start back, writing again. And I actually dropped a single called "Get Away," and that single is like everybody. It's a little taste of what's coming up, because the new album called "Meditation Talk."
All right.
And so the new song is called "Get Away," and it's basically like, so many people, we go through, so much stuff, and when we go through so much stuff, we just want to get away. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And so and in that song, I feature an artist named Raphael O'Neal. He's a very popular NBA 2K streamer on Facebook. And he's very well known. And I didn't know he did music. And one day, like, I asked him about collabing, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm down for it." Man, that song came out so perfect, man. I really, it's like one of the most calmest tracks I probably ever made.
Was this about 4 months ago?
I believe so.
Yeah, it came across my Spotify and I played it. And I did enjoy that. Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah, man.
it was kind of it was different seeing a single pass by my EP or a single pass by my radar. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
Oh yeah.
Because your shirt literally explains your whole style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She was happy, man. I always got to, man. I don't want my son to see me sad, to see me upset. I want him to always know you want to be happy, because when you be happy in life, things are a lot smoother, regardless of how bad things are going. You still choose happy, things are gonna go a lot smoother.
I mean, even with my adulthood and all the crazy stuff that goes in my life, I like to say that I'm 89% happy. It's pretty much
89%.
It's pretty good.
That's
It's
not
better
bad.
than 75, but we can get it to 100 eventually, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sometimes, the weight of life, bills and responsibilities and work and all that shit, it's not all that happy. But when you sitting at home and you looking at because, we just recently moved from basically a trailer, but it was what do you call it?
A double wide.
No, it's called a manufactured home to
That's what it's
5
called.
acres of land with a fucking pond in the backyard, this fucking fully soundproof studio. You know what I'm saying? Obviously upgraded the microphone, got the Neumann now. And just, I don't know, everything's just been going in the right fucking direction. You know what I'm saying? And you have, if you're still mad at that point, you're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to just seek some
You don't
goddamn
deserve
mental
it.
help.
Yeah, you don't deserve it.
Yeah, so when I breathe in, because I'm from Detroit, I spent my whole life in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to the concrete and the fucking crack smoke and the burnt tires and the fucking gunshot
Gunshots,
smells.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Believe it
saying?
or not,
But,
my family's from Detroit. My mom's side of the family is from Detroit.
they know how it is. So I used to live on a block called Plainview, and we had a saying on my block: "Who needs pay-per-view when you got Plainview?" You know,
Always something happening.
always something happening, bro. And it's crazy because now I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm surrounded by trees, farmland. I'm dodging motherfucking deers on the way to work and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Big difference.
Right. The only deers we used to see in the hood are them fucked up crackhead deers that fucking floated away from Henry Ford Estate. Motherfuckers in the streets scrounging for grass.
They have that same motherfucking shit out on Mount Hope Highway in Lansing, dog. I swear to God. The little crackhead deers.
The one thing that I noticed about living in the city, though, is animal control behind their game. Out here, bro, there's been the same 6 deer on the way to work, dead on the side of the road, frozen, ain't nothing to eat them yet, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Oh.
dang. Yeah, I'm from a rough neighborhood. Well, it is. It used to be once upon a time murder capital, Gary, Indiana. So.
Oh, yeah, Indiana? Oh, yeah, us, Indiana, and somewhere in Chicago. I think...
Southside.
Yeah, we
Southside.
always fought for murder capital.
He said we fought for murder capital.
Yeah, 1 year it'd be Gary, Indiana, then it'd be fucking Chicago, and then we'd hold it down for 3 years, you know what I'm saying, and then pass it off to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that shit sucks, man, because, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Detroit is probably Southwest, and a lot of people talk about the East Side. East Side ain't, it ain't nowhere to be playing around at, but Southwest Detroit is the only place that I'm not comfortable at a bus stop. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm looking at people that's looking at me. I'm like, I see you. Don't try to ninja
wow.
on me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching you.
Man, yes.
And-
I recently moved to Indy, like Indianapolis, the state capital. I recently moved out here to Indy, and I'm not gonna say
Congrats.
it's bad. Thanks, man. Thank you, man. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but you
It's
can
a
put
hood.
yourself in a.
It's a hood. It's just a different one.
Yeah.
Like,
But
out
believe it
here,
or not, the hood is in downtown. It's right by downtown. It's on the border of downtown.
Yeah.
It's the hood. Like, I was like, what? And then it's like out here, crazy part is you'll be driving and it's all nice, big, huge houses sitting on top of hills. And then like you like, oh dang, that's a nice house. And you look around, you're like, man, whoa, I just ended up in the hood. What happened?
Yeah, it'll
Like-
just change like that.
Yeah. No, that's very much Detroit. If you're coming from like Westland, Canton area, and you're just heading down Warren Avenue, which pretty much goes out to all of them, and
Yeah.
as soon as you hit that first pothole where you at, You know what I'm saying? Like, the streets go from smoothly paved to the moon landing really quick.
Yeah, dirt road.
Right, you go from like every building looks like it's open and nice to boarded down buildings and burnt down shops and fucking crackheads shooting up in front of the place. It's sad, you know.
Damn.
But you know, like coming from that shit though, it humbles you. You know what I'm saying? Like I've lost so many. I lost my little brother. You know what I'm saying? He was 17 years old. He got shot 8 times. You know, I lost my mom to prescription pills. You know, like when you lose so many, I lost many friends to gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? And when you finally get away from that shit, you think the whole time you're there, you're like, man, I don't know how I could ever escape from this. This is my life. I enjoy this in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my day to day. But then when you finally get away from it and you breathe in that oxygen and you're not dealing with drama every day, you're like, wait a minute, maybe I didn't need all that shit in my life.
Right.
So I got a little list of questions here that's been going down and just scribbling through. So here's one of my questions. So what is your favorite venue you've ever recorded at or performed at?
Okay, I was gonna say I always recorded at my house. I've never ever
performance wise.
So performance wise, man, I met a guy. I knew him from Gary, Indiana, and he was the only person from Gary, Indiana. He performed out of Chicago and areas. There was a place called the LSR bar, and it was one of my favorite spots because you had like this was the middle of the stage. On this side was the bar. On this side was like the lounge area, and it was like the VIP lounge area, so everybody could watch. And man, I love performing there so much because it'd be so much talent coming in there, but majority of the talent would be like, you know, older cats and everything. But you know, they don't like what they hear nowadays on the radio, where they can't understand them. But when they heard my music, they was like, dude, that dude is amazing. So I remember when I went to the bar, and this lady was like, can you make a reoccurring thing? Because people love your music.
Yeah.
And I grew the audience at one point. I was growing the audience. I was like, dude, I'm noticing there's like a lot more people. And then one night I threw a header after I dropped the album. And I said, he told me that, hey, we moving to a different place. I didn't like the new place too much. It was a lot smaller, but that LSR bar was like the place to be, man. It was so much room, but when it got crowded in there, man, sometimes it'd be so packed in there to the point where they had to cut off people at the door, like, hey, you gotta wait.
Right.
But it was the mics was great. It was no distortions, no, you know, none of the frequencies went too high. It was like perfect. And it was one thing, like if this guy came, he could hook up to where you could actually connect your AirPods to the system, and you'll be able to actually hear yourself like a monitor, like you'll be able to monitor yourself like.
The mixer I have currently right now is the Mackie Pro Effects 12 version 3. The version 4 has Bluetooth on each channel.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so awesome, bro. I was like, man, and when I got a chance to perform like that, it felt great because you still hear yourself, but the thing is, I think I told you guys before, I perform with bands. I don't perform with beats.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. That's dope though.
Like a live band?
I don't, live band, dude,
Yeah.
I gotta have an act, because if you actually listen to my music, you know what I'm saying, people who listen to it, it's all live instruments.
Right.
It's easy to play. So when I get out there, man, when I perform with a live band for the first time, it's more energy.
Oh yeah,
it gives you way more motivation than just a beat playing. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to have a beat playing, but when you got a live band, the band can turn it up, they can tone it down. You know, sometimes the drums can stop playing and just let the bass do its thing.
Yeah.
Dude, it gets you going.
Yeah.
So performing at
almost
the
like
LSR,
having a DJ.
LSR bar, dude, I'm gonna be honest, it's way better than having a DJ. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because you it's so many things that you like. Instruments are like one of the most greatest things ever created on this planet.
Pepper.
And so like when I heard it for the first time, and one part, like I was, you know, it was the Feel Free song, and when I was
that's the song that got
chorus,
loaded up.
Yeah, dude, when the chorus came in, all you just heard was a drum, boom, you know, like I was like, man, it felt so great. Yeah. And they prolonged that song to be from 3 minutes. Well, it's 4 minutes. They prolonged it to be 4 minutes to 7 minutes. I did 3 minutes of just saying, I'm feeling free, you know, I'm feeling free.
Well, yeah, hell yeah,
you know?
shit. That's them
then the
vibes, man.
crowd
When you
started-
hitting that fucking frequency with your peoples, man, that's how it works.
And it's so I was like, to this day, I never will perform without a band.
That's dope. And you know, to be
that's
honest
what's
with you, to basically speak on what you were just saying, is I never was a really super big fan of Jelly Roll. I've always respected him for his art, and he's always been, you know, bar for bar pretty good, but I never really cared until we opened up for him and he brought a live band. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this shit? Hey, look, he had me
Man.
singing shit I don't even like from him. We
Yeah.
up until Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a big difference.
when the
having
bar
one
is
hand.
closing down again, me and all
Man.
my rowdy friends. I'm like,
It
oh,
sounds
hell
so
no.
much
I hope
better.
heaven there's a smoking section.
Yeah, man.
It sounds so much
I
better with
would,
a
dude.
band.
I would pay $10, $15 a ticket to see you perform with the live band.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
would
working
be
on
dope.
it, man. I'm actually working on trying to get in a regional type of deal, you know, because I actually met a guy out here, and he's a bass player, man. He's one of the top bass players out here in Indy, man. And he actually has a band. And he heard my music, and he was like, dude, I couldn't stop dancing while I was at work.
Oh yeah.
I was like, really? He was like, me and my band have to play that. And he wanted to try to, you know, work on touring together.
Well, no disrespect to the boy CJ Swisher, but when we did your album review, we did one the day before for CJ Swisher, and his whole song was like suicide and fucking popping pills till I can't wake up anymore. And, you know, I can't get jiggy with a lot of it, but, you know, obviously he had good songs. Obviously, I wouldn't have did a review if I didn't like his music. But it was refreshing as fuck that the next music review that we did was like fucking happy times 10, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was just vibes. Everything was just smooth. It had its fucking perfect little pocket.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, I'm not like I made one song on there, and it was about my ex. It was about her, and it's called The Real You. And it's basically just letting you know, like, man, I did all of this for you, and now I see the real you. So but it wasn't a depressive song. It's just like, this is what I went through.
Yeah,
But
expressing yourself.
but it's, you know, I never sit here and talk about suicide, popping pills. I don't want to breathe no more. This is it's no point of living anymore. Like, no, I can't do it, man, because I don't ever want my son to get that feeling of why dad didn't want to be here. What was he going through? No. I want my son to be like, man, dad was happy to be here, man.
Well, not to shine shadows on that, but I just recently read an article, and I looked into it to make sure that it was about Face, if you know what I mean. And turns out, you know who Eminem's top 3 percentile is that listen to his music? Haley.
Who?
Haley plays his music on repeat all day.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. His daughter Haley.
His daughter Haley.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, wow, I didn't.
Yeah, no, like she's in when she did her 2021 wrap up or whatever. She was in Eminem's top 3 percentile listeners.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
But I mean, she just has it on repeat. Then.
right, and think about the killing her mom and all the shit that he did on all those records, and you know he did a lot of stuff for her too. But you know, I always think about that too. Like, how would I feel if my kids discovered my music? Well, I'll tell you what, by the time they do, they're going to understand bars. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know what bars are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to sacrifice some shit for the bars. But
It's funny that you said that, though. It's really funny that you really said that because, like, you know, my son is only about to be 6 months. He's about to be 6 months. But I was going to take him to his mom real quick and meeting up for a second. And I play Biggie all day long. I love old school hip hop. Biggie is my number one artist of all time.
I put my money on Biggie over Pac.
I do too. And she asked me, she's like, is this what you got him listening to? I'm like, why not? I'm like, she was like, but she was like, it's not a positive message. I'm like, that's the thing. His lyrics though, because he lived that life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing that I noticed and look, this is just some white people shit, pretty much everybody in my era that's the same age as me that grew up on heavy metal, really violent Marilyn Manson, Pantera music, we're all super respectful adults and we're super happy in life and we're all accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like music has a different effect than a lot of like authority would like to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they used to think that, you know, like Eminem and fucking Tupac and Biggie were corrupting the youth when really they were being staples. They were being idols of people that lived in the hood and had to do the same things. Yeah. And then you hear a person that got out of it, but they still talking about the game because it's still fresh in their mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you're, you know, a stupid ass little white boy like me, 13 years old, selling dope in the trap spot, till you're 19 years old when you hear fucking G Unit come on talk about some gangster shit and you kind of relate. You know what I'm saying? It just takes you to a different level. Or, you know what? Heavy metal is my best example. There's times where I get so extremely pissed off at work. Like, just, I'll put a car washes closed sign in front of my fucking building while I'm cleaning it. And people will park in front of it for 5 minutes waiting for the sign to change. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to open the door like, can you fucking read, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, it says closed. Come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll just get some, like, dipshit that, like, fucking flags me outside. Like, hey, this machine ain't my quarter. Bitch, does it look like I'm wearing a fucking I do quarter shit? You know what I'm saying? Like... I'll just get so pissed, and then my wife would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be 10 minutes late. Like, all right, awesome. What else could go wrong? You know, they get home into 10 other fucking things, and I'll just get to the studio, I'll take a dab and listen to some fucking Mudvayne. And IMN, that's, hey, you knew it. Bro, IMN is the most violent song I've ever heard. And by the time I listen to it and I'm done, I'm fucking exhausted. I can't be any more angry.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's... I let all my anger out through my eardrums. You know what I'm saying? So then and especially after a good dab, I just go in the house sounding like Bob Marley and fucking Bob Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Same person proceeds to play Dig and Happy directly after he plays I Am Man.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
dude, Mudvayne's the band, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad to see that they got back together to do that 3 festivals or whatever. That was amazing.
You talking about like the 3 big festivals? I think I read that, man. Because I'll stay in music. I stay in music. I stay in music news all day long, man. Like I even watched the Versus battle last night with Bone Thugs and Harmony and versus 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah.
And it was real cool to watch, man. Because I ain't never been so hyped before, dude. My dog was looking at me like, "The hell you so hyped for?" And the thing was, I forgot I had it in my headphones, so she probably looked at me like.
Right.
Man, that sounds like everybody in this room at one time. You know what I'm saying? Fucking including you. I'm sure that there's been like, all right, let me give you a good example. So I've been making EDM. I'm on my 4th EDM mixtape. I've only released one of them, and you know, when I was younger, I heard techno and house, and then I was like, okay, I've heard the extent of what's possible there, and I disappeared from that genre. Then I heard dubstep and rhythm. I'm like, okay, let me see what the hell's going on here. And everything, the whole soundscape has changed. So for like the last like year and a half, I've been going back into EDM again. And I could hear that shit like loud as hell. Anyways, that motherfucker. But anyways, so I'm 100% sure that my manager is got a giggle looking at the security cams. Because, you know, certain... I just be in that bitch fucking cleaning that bitch to the rhythm, doing my little fucking dance in the middle of that bitch.
Wax on, wax off.
Right, wax on. I've been... You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm telling you, I be busting out little white boy dance moves and shit, trying to do my best Valentino Khan, fucking Salvatore Ganici.
Oh, shit.
Music has such a profound effect on the human experience. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
drives the soul.
Right.
Really, like, I dare you to listen to 1930s swing music and make a frowny face, you know?
Exactly, man. I remember I was introduced. I got a track or 2 on my album. It's called Go-Go Music. And if people don't know what Go-Go Music is, go ask somebody from DC what's Go-Go Music. They're probably gonna look at you like, I know you ain't from here. And when I got introduced to Go-Go Music, my mom had put me onto it. She was like, "You ain't never heard of Go-Go Music?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Listen to it." And it was so different. And so go-go music is basically like this hip hop, this marching band, this drum line, this real stepping beat where everybody, it's like so many things to put into it. And one of my favorite artists, I idolize him like crazy. His name is Odyssey.
Sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, he on the come up right now. He actually is. And he made a song with go-go music, and I was like, dude, I gotta do it too. I gotta try it. I gotta try it. And I did it, and I was like, man, it was so fun to do.
Hell yeah.
So it's
I remember when I first discovered your music, because you came onto our music review 2 years ago. We've known each other for fucking almost 2 years now. And one thing I remember instantly, as soon as I played your music, obviously every time you got my vote, and pretty much everybody else in the room fucking threw your name in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I remember, as soon as I was introduced to your music, I'm like, fucking somebody trying to bring hip hop back. Thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying.
Bro, man, we gotta bitch slap that motherfucker out the sarcophagus. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta bring that bitch back to life.
Those are the times where you take that 11% from the 89.
You know what
that's
I'm
where
saying?
that's where you take Dirty's 11% remaining of his 89% happy, where he chooses violence.
Right, for real. That's what's left. My leftovers are choosing violence for hip hop. Like, I'll tell you what, if I could be a comet, I would bitch smack fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine right in his face with all my astral fucking awesomeness.
Oh my God, tell me about it.
Fucking,
if I was Thor, I'd send lightning bolts at his grill. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that kid.
No, I'd stack bodies.
Dude,
6ix9ine. I'd probably put Tom McDonald in there with him too.
See, I have mixed feelings about Tom McDonald. I do not like him. He is clickbait fucking incarnate. You know what I'm saying? He's literally walking clickbait. But I gotta respect the bars. Every now and then he's got a decent message and it rhymes okay. And then when it stops rhyming okay, I shut that shit off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I seen you do some reviews, man. Some of them had me dying. Like, I catch a review and then it's like, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? You be like, you like the beat. And then when they start rapping, you be like,
yeah, nah.
This shit.
Hey, that wasn't all the time though, man. That's like 1 out of 10. You gotta be dog shit.
Sometimes he's kind of harsh.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But you know what? I had an experience when I was younger. I was probably like 12 or 13. I've only been writing for 2 years, and I walked up to some random ass dude in the street, and I'm like, "Hey man, I just started. I'm writing my own album. Can I spit something for you?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And probably 6 bars into my shit, he's like, stop. He's like, you sound like you're reading it. Like, I don't see a paper. I don't know how you could possibly make something coming out of your brain sound like you're reading it, but I don't like it. It's monotone. It's garbage. Get out of my face.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was rough. But you know when I went home, I'm like, damn, did I really sound like I was reading it? Like, fuck, man. So I started really getting into my cadences and trying to figure that shit out. So,
it takes some time.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how many times, literally, like, definitely more than less times that I've clowned on somebody, they came back with better material in my next review.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a definite fact.
But they see that they need that because now they know, like, okay, because apparently, and the people that don't change it is because that's the first time they ever been told that. Like, some people need that because they probably been told that a couple times before. And once they hear from, like, especially on a live review, like, ooh, everybody just heard this song and they just gave their honest review about it. I need to go back in the booth and reevaluate.
Right.
Well, I had a person one time give me a super honest review, and I actually, like, it wasn't good, but for me, it was like I respected it. I played him. I sent him Elder Abuse. It was my diss song on Old Man Evil. And he played the whole thing all the way through. And when it was done, he was like, all right. So I can tell you're super gifted with your rhyme skills. Your metaphors are fucking impeccable. I like it. I like the sound. It was pretty good. But I don't like music that doesn't have a story. And this just seemed like bars for bars' sake. So I'm going to give it a 6. I'm like,
still ain't bad. That's honest.
That's honest as fuck, bro. I couldn't ask for it. Because my first time, what inspired me to do our music review was this person had, it's $5, skip the line. I was like, all right, fuck it. I paid $5, skipped the line. They played 2 bars and they're like, it sounds nasally. Click. Like, nah, bitch, I paid $5. You're gonna listen to all this nasaliness.
Yeah, for sure. If you just played $5.
You just ate my money, bitch. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I could get it back. I can't dispute it on Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my, I was like, I will never do that. I will never ask anybody for money. I'm only gonna give away shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we decided to do what we did. How many times did you fucking win? Like 5 out of the...
Yeah, quite a few times.
Yeah, bro. Because
3 since I've found out.
Like, what I noticed about the way we did things is that it took skill to get the votes, but it took luck for you to get the draw. You know what I'm saying? So if you in a room full of 5 people got 5 votes, but CJ Swisher only got my vote. You know what I'm saying? But when that hand goes in there, who knows what I'm grabbing? It could be CJ Swisher with his 1 vote.
Right.
And he might be number 1 at the end of the night. So it takes skill to get in there. And plus, if you're better, then you got more of a bigger chance, obviously. You got 5 of your names sitting in that bucket.
Right.
So I'm like reaching around your name to grab somebody else's on accident. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, the way we did it, it felt organic. It felt, and plus we had the fucking bucket dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the fucking angry faces mean fucking shots. We had the fucking wow faces mean dabs. We had let the crowd get us fucked up. I had not me, the fucking fans had Saint B puking in my bathroom all over it besides the toilet. He missed that motherfucking thing. Yeah. Puked all over my walls and up and down my fucking cabinets and shit. It looked like the Exorcist in there.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah, every time we had a guest over, dude, the fans would be like, angry faces, just spamming that shit. So I'm sitting here pouring double shots for everybody every 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Getting fucked up, man.
Yeah, we'd be triple vision trying to go through the rest of the reviews like, who we on now? I do miss it, but...
I appreciate that.
Dude, I missed the fuck out of it, but you know, just some things don't last. You know, once we started declining in views, I started noticing it was because of the pandemic. Everybody had a fucking music review show now. I'm like, all right, go ahead, go to them.
And I'll be honest, man. The reason why I like Charles the most because so I did a music review with someone, and it was crazy because the guy had he didn't like my song. He didn't like it. He says, he was like, no, this isn't it. I feel like somebody else wrote this. I feel like he didn't write it.
Wow.
I'm like,
what a shitty review though.
Damn.
I was like, so I said, so you don't think I write my own music? And you know, then somebody else got in there and he was like, I've listened to this guy for quite some time and I actually am his friend on there. A dude writes his own music, man. He actually records, he engineers his own music. He does everything from home. I was like, because the guy who said it was a blogger,
right.
a vlogger, and his vlog was about me, and he was like, just his honest review about me as an artist, not just my music, just me as an artist. And he was like, that's a talented guy. And the guy, when he went back and played the song, he was like, oh man, he actually did write this. He was like, I should have never he only played the song for like...
He just jumped to a conclusion instantaneously just because it sounded too good to be true.
Yeah, dude, he didn't even let the song play. And I was like, all right. But then he eventually played it. Then the guy messaged me and apologized to me. And was like, dude, your music is golden.
So he a real one. All right.
That's good at least.
So, yeah, he came, he messaged me. It's like, man, dude, I'm so sorry. I was like, I just listened to your whole entire album. And he's like, that was golden. He was like, I've never heard an album where it's like that dedicated to being happy. And I was like, to be honest with you, it wasn't just being happy, it was being optimistic about my whole life.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Like your album is one of those ones you take a big fat stinky cough all over the place dab, listen to, and then by the time you're done, you take one more, you be like, you know what? That was probably the best part of my day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're just listening to some uplifting music with fucking upbeat beats and your voice just marinates on them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, enough talking. Let me share my screen and play this track right quick just so my fans could just jump off my dick and onto yours right quick. Like, this is magic sauce right here, baby. You guys ready? Check.
I know we all wanna live right. High class bypass what we live like. In the middle of this choice of mine, to hear this voice of mine, it's kinda hard for me to sit tight. Shit, let's enjoy the ride for the moment of time. To get our voices high, we are not surprised by the way we gotta live it. And some won't forget it, but the choice is mine. A rhythm in the picture, so it's time to get up. I know you wanna get the feeling like you living it up. And who am I to say you can't? You ain't no different than us. You just gotta feel free and don't be giving that up. Even through the hard times, we still stop to smile. The shit might be bad and carry on for a while. The better days, through 7 days, and here we are now. We still feel free, so it's all worthwhile. I wanna live the life I want. I gotta live like I'm free. I'm free. All I gotta do is be myself. That's what I need. That's what I need. And if you think it's wrong, then that's okay with me. Just got this one little thing. I just gotta feel free. I just gotta feel free. I just gotta feel free. Free, 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 free. I just gotta feel free. Free, 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 free. I just gotta feel free. Free, 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 free. I just gotta feel free. Free, 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 free. Where's the love, infatuation? We all here, adaptation. We get more time unless we speak and come a really long way. Even when you maintain in a dark place, it seems like we only get to learn the hard way. Live, love, learn, can never part ways. Keep it together forever, now that is what I call fate. I promise ain't a given, but I'm willing to trust. And others rather not, I show them how to adjust. They wanna see the pretty lies till they all surprised that the fabricated life is all full of disgust. We all wanna win, and some of y'all pretend, and it's not the end. And where do I begin? Cause I'm just a friend who gon' lead the way. Feel free if you need to say, I wanna live the life I want. I gotta live like I'm free. I'm free. All I gotta do is be myself. That's what I need. That's what I need. And if you think it's wrong, then that's okay with me. Just got this one little thing. I just gotta feel free. I just gotta feel free. I just gotta feel free. Free, free, free. I just gotta feel free. Free, free, free.
God damn, boy.
I just gotta feel free. Free, free, free. I just gotta feel free. Free, 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 free. I just gotta feel free. I just gotta feel free. Free, 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 free. I just gotta feel free.
You know what I'm saying? That's that magic sauce right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that that's that's the one that you picked for you to have for your video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was dope for sure.
And for shot off an iPhone, that was a wicked ass motherfucking video too, bro. Some of the side blur effects, I was like, how do you do that one? I'm like, all right, let's
believe
see.
it. So I'll tell y'all I'll tell y'all like a real big secret that nobody knows. Nobody, only me and my music manager knows. And I'm gonna tell you guys. So if any of my fans will see this video, you're gonna know a secret. We shot it with my iPhone. I actually took the time because that was my first music video. I edited my own video.
That shit came out really good. I've edited a couple videos, but I'm not super talented in that regard. So
neither am I. But I'm telling you, dude. When I found out, like, I see why people charge, good money to do music videos. Because
it ain't easy.
I literally, but I was so excited because it was my first video. Dude, I'm not joking. When I started on it, it was about 8 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie. I started when I first started on the video when I decided to go take a poop. And I was like, I'm just gonna start on it. Right. Dude, by the time I like kind of got where I wanted to be, dude, I looked up, it was like damn near 9 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
I went down rabbit holes like that before.
I was like, damn, let me put this down and go to bed.
Well, you know what?
It turned out great.
I haven't done this yet, and man, I don't know if I should. All right, I gotta keep a lot of this super classified. All right, so I ain't gonna tell you where this is from, but I think you might like it. Where's that shit at? There we go. All right, what, dude? I sent a bunch of beats to that folder. All right, so I'm sure that you have tracks like this, but this one is when I made the beat. It's in the key of C minor, but it didn't really have a specific direction to go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have anything that was pulling me towards the sad or the happy or the inspirational, anything like that. It just felt like something to vent on, which I mentioned in the song. But peep this. Let me know what you think about this right quick. Extremely exclusive. Check this out. It's called Lost Souls.
Okay. I can't hear it.
It starts off really low.
Still don't hear it.
Okay, I know what's wrong. Hold on 1 second. I'm stupid. That's what's going on here. I'm fucking retarded. It's not your fault. All right. Yeah, I'm fucking dumb shit. All right, now you should be able to hear this. You hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I'd like to think I left my mark in this game. I spent too many long years trying to market my name. So all of it's changed and nothing but darkness remains. Hardest and strange, all I really wanted was fame. But now I know the truth of things. Icarus when he grew his wings, only to discover gruesome scenes full of human beings that hate each other for nothing because the news said to. I see the devil in my vision, I'm like, who sent you? My skewed mental sees things in a different way. Let my ghost free to owe me about to drift away. I use a beat like this to vent. Sick of people when they spread negativity to seek another threat. We should just connect instead of let them divide us. They sold death in the crisis and kept on spreading the virus. I stay woke in gray smoke with blurry vision. Going off the grid, where's dirty? I heard he missing. I let my brain just drift away into the cosmos. I'm trying to decipher the knowledge only God knows. And hopefully one day I meet you on the crossroads. A small dose of reality for you lost souls. I let my brain just drift away into the cosmos. I'm trying to decipher the knowledge only God knows. And hopefully one day I meet you on the crossroads. A small dose of reality for you lost souls. Sometimes I think about the fact I was born in this ugly world that I navigate with no coordinates. Listen to the wind whisper to me in the summer night. Often I feel like this shit's a movie from the stuff he writes. I'm trying to make something happen before I lose control. Break into Area 51 and jack a UFO and see the beautiful sights with it on cruise control. Light speed, aliens can't even track my movements, yo. I use my phone to paint a picture. This money doesn't last forever, but this music you can take it with you. Major victims in my path, the greatest victor. Come and face the ninja. They get injured, ain't no surgery where they can fix ya. I make a list of names and kill them when I cross them out. Large amounts of ammo, I dare you to come and talk them down. Problem child, never like toys. I only play with words when I dial, start rapping in white noise. I let my brain just drift away into the cosmos. I'm trying to decipher the knowledge only God knows. And hopefully one day I meet you on the crossroads. A small dose of reality for you lost souls. I let my brain just drift away into the cosmos. I'm trying to decipher the knowledge only God knows. And hopefully one day I meet you on the crossroads. A small dose of reality for you lost souls. I took acid and I seen the face of God. Got connected with the universe and cleaned the place inside. Suffered ego death, became a different person. I quit rehearsing people's skills, now I know my true gift and purpose. Lifting curses, I'm sick of these twisted burdens. Hit the surface, no more hiding it. Everything is a bit concerning. When you feel yourself slip into the dark, all this wickedness is spark and rip your syndicated apart. No more partners, no more justice, no more love, moral compass. When the drum hits, I feel the percussion. Bass give you concussions. Hey, listen and bump this. Stay living above this. Place sick and disgusting, nothing stopping me, I'm coming. People love to talk but never listen close. Witness flows, when you sing along you feel invincible. This is so futuristic music for the distant souls that been exposed to the place where the sickness grows. I let my brain just drift away into the cosmos. I'm trying to decipher the knowledge on.
Just so, yeah, no, that was something extremely, I needed something to vent on, and I didn't want to take a specific route. I just wanted to release whatever was sitting on my brain at the time. And sometimes when I do tracks like that, it makes some of the best shit for me to listen back to, because, you know, like when I'm sure you've done this. How long have you been making music? How many years?
Shit, man. I started writing my own shit back when I was like 10 years old, so about 17 years.
Okay.
18 years. But I didn't get serious until 2018.
That doesn't really matter. It's when the thing hits you where you're like, you know what? This is what I want to do. I want to do this. And I'm 32 years old, and it hit me when I was 11. You know how it started for me was I got caught plagiarizing a poem. Have you ever heard of the backwards rhyme?
Yes, I actually have.
Yeah, one bright day in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords and shot each other. The deaf policeman heard the noise. He came by and shot the two dead boys. If you don't believe this lie, it's true. Ask the blind man, he saw it too. All right, I thought it was clever, right? And that was pretty dope, right?
Yeah,
that shit was written in like 1939. You know what I'm saying? Like, so instantly, because my fucking English teacher's a god, she was like, yeah, no, shut up. That is not your poem. That is written by whoever the fuck, and you get an F.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she even sent me to the principal's office. I didn't know it was that big of a deal for plagiarism in school, but yeah, Detroit public schools ain't playing them games of plagiarism.
You were cheating, basically.
So, yeah, that was a big kick in my dick, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, you know, from like 9 years old, I remember they taught us how to write stanzas and, what's the Japanese poems? Haikus? Yeah, haikus. And, you know, that was a early class for me. And I just had so many, you know, issues growing up at my house that writing just for some reason about it gave it a release. Even I would disguise everything in subliminal messages because I didn't want anybody to like feel sorry for me or make my situation harder by calling Child Protective Services. You know what I'm saying? So I would because that shit never worked. They'd show up to my door and my stepdad would talk them away and he'd beat the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? That shit never worked. But poetry was like my release. So when I got caught plagiarizing, I was like, man, I could write something that dope. I know I can. And I started. And then I had Devon, James, and Joseph. Devon I trained in ninjutsu with for 6 years. And James and Joseph came in to my life probably like 4 years into that. And they were they were hip-hop enthusiasts. They weren't necessarily... Joe Blow is still a rapper to this day, but his brother was just a tag-along, you know what I'm saying? And my boy Devon that I trained with, he played piano and drums for a Baptist church. And after a couple of times, you know, I'm not super religious, but I would go anyway just because it was fun. Baptist church is the shit. But, because, dude, live music, motherfuckers flopping all over the place. Everybody's like, come sit next to me. I'll save you a spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, but I got a karaoke machine when I was 11. And so it started from there. You know, like they were like, oh, your poetry's pretty good. You should try to rap. Like, it's pretty much this. And they kind of told me how to count a bar. But it was like, to them, 2 bars was 1 bar. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. I ended up discovering how to count a bar on my own later on, but they would push me. They'd be like, oh yeah, that's not as garbage as you think it was. That was actually pretty good. You should try this time. And it just back and forth until it ignited something in me. You know what I'm saying? And then I spent my entire school day writing shit that I would make my friends laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The back of the day was like corny shit, like my pocket's green like Kermit the Frog and shit. But you know what I'm saying? But like, it evolved. You know what I'm saying? And that spark, when it finally like hits you and you know that you want to make music, it's a long road. You know what I'm saying? I can't say there's a lot of people that would tell me, in which the only way that I really know that I'm good is because of other people. Like I'm not fucking, what's the word? Starts at an N, I think.
Nearthrotep?
No, Nearthrotep. This motherfucking. No, what's that shit called when you feel like you're the shit and everybody else ain't?
A narcissist.
Narcissist.
Oh,
yeah, I'm not a narcissist.
Yeah, no.
I'm like the complete opposite. I'm always doubting myself. But from close people, they've always said, like, bro, you the GOAT. I'm like, all right, if you say so. So I just write catered on what I get the most responses from. You know what I'm saying? So when I spit some bar shit and I get people fucking giggling their ass off, that makes me feel some type of way. When I spit about some true shit and they can relate, it pushes me just as far. You know what I'm saying? So having like enough of me. What I'm the whole point of me even describing this is I've never been able to make like extremely happy music and optimistic music. You know what I'm saying? Usually I have to crack a joke in there somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to get a little bit nihilistic. But dude, I mean, cause like think about who makes happy music? Charles Barkley or Gnarls Barkley, however you want to pronounce that. Fucking Pharrell, Spice Girls. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mac Miller.
No,
A little bit, Mac.
I don't know, man. Mac Miller does have some of the ones, bro. That I want to smoke this blunt outside. Cause it's nice out and we can get high. I'm like, yeah, that's the hook, baby.
I was thinking more along the lines of, I can't keep on losing you over complications. Gone too soon. Wait, we were just singing. I can't seem to hold on to.
Hey, you know what? I'm about to disrespect this Ghost, man. I love that guy, but his last album sounded like he was fucking overdosing on heroin, bro. That shit was dog shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The only song on there that was worth 4 fucks is the one that had the video for it when he was in the coffin.
Self-care.
Yeah, that's the only song, because I listened to it on a review, and I'm like, yeah, I can't release this, because I'm going to just dog on him the whole time. It was terrible.
I you know, and the thing is, people like ask me all the time, like, so, because they was like, dude, like, where do you get your music from? Okay. There's a thing for me, with me, don't get me wrong, I listen to rap, nothing really like new like that.
Facts.
But I get my music from like 80s funk, 80s R&B, like Luther Vandross, Kool and the Gang, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Just about to say that.
Up tempo. And that's where you get that sound, that groove from.
Yeah.
But then I turn around and it's like, so what about the rap part? All right. It's a song by Biggie. It's called Can I Get With You? And he's like, you know, and it's actually my ringtone. He's like, I'm interrupted by a phone ring. Sometimes I wish I never got the motherfucking thing. Hello, can I speak to Biggie? Yo, who this? Tanissa, hey, call back, I'm busy. Why don't you hit me on the box a little later? Got washed up, dressed up, hits the elevator. It's like, damn, you know, he like flowing with it, and it's like, damn, and the beat is so funky. So then you switch over to new school, Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak to me is a talented man. Yeah. Because he got that same type of vibe.
Remind me of that person so I can look him up. I don't know who that is.
Anderson .Paak?
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
I'm familiar.
Anderson .Paak.
Remind me, Skylo, with your autism. Log that down in your autism bank.
Oh, it's already been loaded.
With your fucking savant syndrome.
Anderson .Paak is probably one of the most, he drives one of the most impacts on me because of how versatile he is. He's actually working with Bruno Mars. They got the little group now.
Oh yeah, so that album just dropped. That album's
Mars,
great.
I used to dislike Bruno Mars very heavily because of one stupid fucking thing, a stupid reason, bro. But when I was probably like 15 years old, I came up with a music video where I was gonna drag a piano through town.
Oh, and Grenade had the same concept.
Yep, he did the same thing, and I was like, "Fuck that guy! I don't want to hear his music. Don't say his name around me." Hey, but then what's my one? Uptown Funk, dude. I'm sorry, I can't. That's on my. Literally, I got a Jammy Jams playlist, and that's when I'm like 7 of these deep, and the LED lights are flashing. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And so Anderson .Paak is the other guy that works with Bruno Mars in the group.
I can get jiggy with it.
And Anderson .Paak is like,
remember that. I want to hear that person.
Anderson .Paak is definitely one of them. And then somebody else that's new. Now, where I get my people like, where do you get your versatility from? Like, how do you be so versatile? Believe it or not, I get my versatile style from Ritz. I love Ritz.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ritz is the
Ritz.
shit.
That
Sure.
hey, that bro, I was about to say that's like in his top 3.
Yeah,
he's in
sure.
my top 5. Where's he sit for you?
Ritz is a very underrated rapper.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what sets him apart from a lot of rappers is that I follow a lot of choppers. You know, I chop myself. He chops. You know what I'm saying? He chops. Like that's a valuable tool to have in your toolkit. But you know, when you compare Ritz to the fucking Crazy Bones and the or in the Twistas and the Tech Nines and the King ISOs, you know what I'm saying? The one thing that separates them apart completely is rhythm.
Yeah.
Ritz has a specific speed that he fucking and every single time you hear one of his tracks, you can expect that it's gonna go this way. But he's so talented that he doesn't make any songs sound similar to same. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, Switch Lanes all the way to Fuck Cancer, back to fucking what's
difference?
Yeah, dude, completely different songs.
To the formula.
Oh no, what's my one where he did a little bit of autotune on the verses?
There's a few of them.
No, the one that was
You thinking of For Real?
For Real, dude. That's still, dude. F-E. I can't even spell that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? No,
E-A-L.
Yeah, that's that jammy jam. That's dope though. Like that's where you get your versatility from.
Yeah, I like, you know, and the thing is, people like, do you bite their style? I never bite anybody's style. Like, because people are like, oh man, you sound like J. Cole. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying J. Cole sucks. I'm just not a fan of him. That new album he dropped, I turned that shit off. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, take a wild guess what I get compared to all the time. Take a wild guess. White boy with bars. White boy with bars. Eminem every time. And it's hard to not take it as a compliment, but in every now and then I feel not racist, but racism, but I feel like sometimes a little like stereotypical. It's like there's some other dope white boys. You don't have to instantly go to Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like I do fuck with Eminem, and I did like you were saying. You don't bite. What you do is what I do. You adapt.
Yeah.
You take a thing
inspired by,
but also you like I like what he's doing here. I like this fucking cadence or whatever it is, and you try to adapt it to your own style.
Yeah.
And because you're gonna stay unique, because like as much as I try to write like another person, I can't.
Yeah, you always have your style to it.
Like if you were to ask me if I were to break down my style, what is it? It's Big Pun, Big L, Eminem, and Tech Nine. Like those are my biggest inspirations, and that drives the way I spit. Like, would Big L say this as a metaphor? Would Big Pun say this in rhythm wise? Would Tech Nine approve of what I just said? You know what I'm saying? Eminem, like, would an Eminem fan think this is funny? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that crosses the brain. You know what I'm saying? And you can't help but to like either adapt or fucking bite it. And biting it is kind of obvious. Like, as much as I love Hobson, in the very beginning, you could have said he was biting Eminem.
Gazing at the Moonlight was that was one of my favorite. Raw was my favorite album by him. I love Raw. That was
Pound Syndrome.
Pound Syndrome.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, and Hobson is one of them rappers where I feel like can't nobody touch him.
No. I've grown to adapt, and I've grown to realize that it is his own style, but I still like to think of him as the Black Eminem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like if Eminem had some melanin in his skin, it would be Hobson.
Yeah.
You know what's funny as fuck, bro? It makes me like giggle inside. Is when Eminem dropped that side A, and Hobson made that video like he knows who the fuck I am. I call him my mama.
and the thing about what I like about Hobson, nobody's gonna go after him because you're a dummy.
Nah.
Yeah, you might as well bring your own body bag.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I've had a friend of mine. She loves Joyner Lucas. And I
love Joyner Lucas.
I get compared to Joyner all the time.
I like Joyner Lucas. But I told her, I said, it's just one rapper that got him beat. Same type of style. But Hobson, he made a song called Kumbaya.
Yeah.
Yep. Fire.
And when I heard that, I said, when I heard that song, I said, that's it. That's
Which doctor could have had fucking him on it? It could have had what's the name on it? We're talking about him.
Joyner
Lucas. I'm thinking the L. I was trying to come up with the L. Yeah, I definitely feel like he could have been on Witch Doctor as a hard track.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, like, okay, so my thing is this. Have you ever heard anybody diss Hobson that even tried to attempt?
Yeah, Joker. And he's dog shit. And he made an apology video like 5 years later.
Yeah, I don't even know why. That's what I'm saying.
He's dog shit. Listen, if you paint your face, you're fucked in my opinion. You might as well just go fuck yourself.
except if you're tech.
You can't.
No, that's not the same.
I hate to say it. Lyrically, there's nobody better than Hobson. I hate to say it. Lyrically, like what?
See, that's how I feel about a rapper. When I say his name, you're gonna be like, "Who?" Everybody does. DZK.
DZK.
There we go.
So before I spit the bar that got me sucked into his style, let me give you a little background. And by the way, I had a 1 hour, 45-minute conversation with him on FaceTime. Dog, it was like talking to Tech 9, bro. My dick was hard the entire time. Not really. I'm just kidding. But so, anyways, so his parents both passed away and left him a fat inheritance. He went to Harvard and got a not a master's, but whatever's right below the master's. Bachelor's degree in psychology at Harvard. Got out, started a family or whatever, and that slowly made him get out of rap. But the whole time, he was dropping music and giving it away for free. Still to this day, if you go to dzk.com, you could download everything he's ever dropped for free. He doesn't give a fuck about the money. And the only time he really made money is off of features, which he charges $600 or $300. I think it's $3 for a verse, $6 for a verse and a hook. Anyways, but so hey, that camera clean though. I seen right up his nostrils. But so DZK, so the bars that really suck me in, because I'm a rhyme scheme monster, bro. I love rhyme schemes. He said, I'm a Martian. I crashed on the Earth in a starship in a tar pit and emerged at the surface like a shark fin to hit you in your heart like a dagger through the armpit. I was just like, what? Ah! Or he said, I'm explosive like heat when you mix it with sodium nitrate, chromium sulfate. He named off the list of napalm ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's just out of this world. He had this suicide song. He was like, I'll go to a toy shop, get a toy Glock, take an employee hostage, and make them call the cops. And when they get to the spot, aim it right at they not, and you'll pop till I'm shot up and put in a box. Or take a trip to a rock and I shop for a webcam, broadcast a feed and chop off my own head, man. Or I'll jump in the thing with the tiger and let him chew my arms raw, then moving him into lions my bad, I got that backwards. He said, I'll go into a thing with the lion and let him chew my arms raw, then shoot him with tranquilizers and move him in with the tigers to let him eat the lion with my arm inside it. What?
Yeah, that's pure bars, man.
Bro, he's got some one-liners. He had this one, he said, I'm from a place where kids in the back seats cause accidents and accidents in the back seats cause half them kids.
Oh shit! I get that. That's clever.
All right. My last one. My favorite one. I'll get this tattooed on me. There's 3 types of people that roam this land: those who can count and those who can't.
The middle finger.
Right? No. There's three types of people that roam this land: those who can count and those who can't. He's number 2. You know what I'm saying?
He's the one that can't count.
He's the one that can't count. He's like, there's 3 types of people that roam this land: those who can count and those who can't. End of metaphor.
That's clever.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'll tell you this. I think it's only one person who can kind of go bar for bar with Hobson, personally. Jared Benton.
Jared Benton. You know what?
Yep.
That song that they had about fucking the what was the name of the song? The song was named after a bitch.
Ramona.
There it is.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, dog. Ramona. Jared Benton probably came harder than Hobson on that song.
Yeah, he did.
In my opinion.
Jared Benton is they got another one. They had it's him, Jared Benton, and I think is I can't think of the
Dizzy
dude,
maybe? Dizzy Wright?
Yeah, Dizzy Wright.
Dizzy Wright's another good one.
And the thing I don't like about Dizzy Wright, he don't care about his quality. I don't like that. And
that's like the beginning of ISO. Like if you listen to King ISO's old music, it's dog shit. It's recorded on a fucking piece of shit mic.
Are you talking about Autobiography backwards?
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like, quality makes great music.
Yeah.
If you got great lyrics and everything, but you got dog crap quality, I don't want to listen to it, man. I don't want to be sitting here.
Hey, this is another flashback to the music reviews, man. Sometimes I'd have to ignore that quality, bro. But sometimes people had the shittiest quality in the dopest song.
Yeah, and I've witnessed it when because I used to watch the whole thing, man, because I like to see what people got. And one part I can't think of who it was, but one person you had reviewed them, and they had when you turned their song on, it's like they was all in the mic, like chewing on the mic. And he said I can tell that you got bars, but man, you got to step away from that mic. Dude, you turned it off. And me and my buddy was like, because we sat back and watched it, because like the thing was, what was fun about it, because we wanted to rate them too. And a lot of the people that we got on there, with me being the way that the type of person I am, like I said, I'm not being biased or anything.
Oh, the comments are full of numbers.
And I was just like, I was, most of the time it was a 6, 7, you get a few 9s and 10s in there by me. But dude, some of the people that just had the bad quality, and you was like, dude, like, she was like, man, you're like, that could possibly be a good song, but why is it so fucking loud? I said, and they just like, oh, I can't hear my voice. Let me turn it all the way up. Oh shit, I can't hear the beat. Let me turn it all the way up. And when the beat is overplaying their voice, you're like, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah.
Right. Like, no compression, no limiting, no nothing. But hey, we got to start Cthulhu Caverns in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to call this one a close, but this is the longest interview we had all day, just because you're the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to talk to you, bro.
That's a fact.
Man, I appreciate it. So one more thing before we go, man. Listen, I did a feature with somebody. And we were supposed to do a music video. And like, I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of, rappers are short.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the guy, me and this guy never met each other. He's from Chicago, and I'm from Indiana. And he was like, man, yeah, it was 4 people on the track, and I was one of them. And so I'll go out to Chicago and, I meat up with him. Dude, like, people ask me all the time, they're like, man, you like, they think I'm short. Until they finally actually, they like, they're like, man, you got to be about 5. Dude, one guy was like 5'7", the other dude was like 5'8", maybe 5. And they was all around the same height.
That's me. 5'8".
5'7".
And so when they meet me, they were like, I'm 6'1".
Oh, shit. So I'm like, hey, what's up, Dante? Hey, what's up, bro?
They like, holy shit. They was like, dude, what the hell? Like, they was like, what's up? They was like, dude, you should be in the gym somewhere. I'm like, they was like, dude, you're tall. You're tall. Like, damn, dude. So in the video, like, in the video, they haven't put the video out. But if you see like snippets of the video, dude, it literally looks like, this guy right here, this guy right here, this guy right here. And I'm like up here just tall. Like, over and over. And it's so awkward. I'm like, damn, dude, I didn't know, man. I was like, we should have been sitting down or something, because, dude, when I sit down, yeah, you be like, oh, no, he's just, short. Yeah, short.
Right.
Yeah, like, but then they were like, fuck, he's tall as shit. So, and that's what I met. I met MGK. Dude, he is a fucking giant.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's tall as fuck, too.
6'5", dude.
All right.
So, like I said, man, but it's just, that was one of the most awkwardest things ever. So when I shoot my music videos, I kind of try to keep people away from me, because they're like,
well, you know UBI from the Cess Crew?
That's funny.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of Cess Crew?
No.
From Strange Music? Well, UBI, the white boy from it, I can set my chin on his forehead.
Yeah, he's short. Yeah.
He's a tiny little thing. But that boy got some bars. Hey, listen, you know what? I'd really like for one day to have somebody this dedicated to me. But the one thing I can remember is Jay took me to my first Tech 9 show, and it was on my birthday. And the second show he also took me to, which was the Strange Powerhouse tour, and everybody was there. Ritz, fucking Cess Crew, fucking you name it. If they were on Strange, they were there. ISO had to cancel because of he had a kid or something on the way.
He wasn't. I don't think he was signed at that time.
Oh well, is it one of the concerts he backed out of? Anyways, UB was just like skating around. You know what I'm saying? He just on his skateboard, floating around, talking to fans. You seen people from the Strange Music fucking staff just walking back and forth between the buses. And the one thing I thought in my head is if like somebody walked by and just spit on one of these tour buses, the next time they brushed their teeth, it would be with a broom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would fuck somebody up if they just walked over here and just spit on one of these tour buses. I would fucking mop the floor with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, his line wrapped around 4 blocks downtown Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know what's up, bro. And every person in the line probably thought the same as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dare you. Walk past this bitch and take a piss on his tire. You gonna get Lorraine LeBobbited.
And I just tell you, man, hey, personally, between me and you, man, dude, both of y'all, man, y'all both got bars, man. Y'all got bars.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I've never really like actually sat back and actually like when I used to hear your little, kick your little, freestyles off when, a YouTube commercial came on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, he about to fucking snap. Watch me like, dude. And like I said, me and my lady, we used to watch you all the time. We used to watch the reviews all the time.
I super appreciate it, man. I miss those times a lot.
I used to send it sometimes through YouTube on purpose just to make sure you get a commercial. So I'm like, now he got a fucking freestyle. I was like, watch, and the thing was, it was so amazing because I can't freestyle for shit, dude. But when you got up there and freestyle, man, he'd kick that shit off and he didn't stumble or anything, man. Yeah. That was the crazy part. He never stumbled. So, man, kudos to y'all, man. I'm always gonna rock with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. And like I said, be looking out for Meditation Talk, man. Meditation Talk is coming out.
Hey, as soon as it comes out, it's about to be a review on the Cthulhu Caverns, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I cannot wait.
Probably be the second one I'll buy on fucking iTunes and
Skylar's
shit.
already ready to buy it. It ain't even out yet.
Hey, all I gotta say is this. Do any of y'all smoke?
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Okay, I never smoked a day in my life, I'm gonna be honest. Now I drink like a motherfucker. I got a beer waiting on me in the refrigerator right now. But Meditation Talk, if you smoke, dude, you'll be able to just fucking relax because the intro I got, dude, it's such a vibe. And my friend told me he's like heavy in smoke. He's like, I'm finna smoke this album out, bro. This album finna be bomb. Cause I let him hear a lot of the beats and he's like, you ready for this? I'm like, nah, y'all ready for this? This is now for the people who want to relax and just want to just woosah.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel that shit, man. Well, as soon as it comes out, you already know we about to be on that shit like White on Race and the paper plate in a snowstorm.
Man, hey, like I said, I appreciate you guys having me, man.
Oh yeah, much love, man. It's fucking awesome talking to you, Taye. You be safe, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all take care, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yep, peace.